Hello, my name is Ted Sass, and I live in Omaha, Nebraska. And thank you for taking a few minutes to view my Tedio video. Donald Trump, no matter what you think of Donald Trump, he sure has been successful in getting votes in the Republican primary, hasn't he? I think they say that he's got more votes than anybody else has ever got in the Republican Party during the primary for the president candidacy. So, no matter what you think of him, you just have to admit that he's got to be doing something right. And while I'm talking about it, some of the old time Republicans and some of the big shots, they're kind of holding out because Trump don't play their game, and they like their game played because that they like that power when their game is played. But Trump don't play their game. See, he plays his own game and must be working because the big shots they don't figure out a way to get around him, do they? So anyway, enough of that. It's just my own personal observations. But, I got to thinking about America great again, make America great again, like Donald's been talking about, Mr. Trump's been talking about for the past several months, and everybody likes that idea. I got to thinking about that, and with my sales background, I'm 75 years old, and I've been a salesman all my life, and so I got to thinking about it from a salesman standpoint. How do you make America great again? Well, what you do is you make American small businesses great again. See, there's over 30 million of them in the United States, far more than there are big businesses. There's just no comparison. I mean, small businesses they employ more people than the big businesses do by far. Small businesses are in every town in America. They're on every uh, interstate exit and entrance. They're just everywhere. Wherever there's people, there's a small business because that's our economy. So make America small businesses great again, and make America customers great again by America Again trend coupons. Yeah. And America Again trend coupons used at selected small businesses in each town with one more little added dollop cherry on the top of the idea, and that is weekly cash awards. Now, imagine this. No matter where you are or where you live or what you do, you're probably going to spend some money today, aren't you? Well, the way advertising is today, small businessmen can't advertise because the big shot media companies, they're stuck in that box of high operating costs, and like the big businesses, and so they've got a floor beyond which they can't go to sell their radio advertising or TV advertising or magazine, print advertising, newspaper, whatever they're selling. They can't sell it cheaper than what they're selling it because of the box they've built for themselves being big. See, like the big companies. And so, because if they sell it below that, they lose money and they go out of business, don't they? So that's why the companies that can afford to advertise are the big companies. You don't see little companies on the radio, TV, magazines, newspapers every day, every week, every month, all year long like you do the big companies, see? But with my program, you're going to see that. Uh, if I could just get the word out, because weekly cash awards and make America small businesses great again and make America customers great again simply boils down to this. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what you do, you're going to spend some money probably today. So the businesses that get out into my Boomerang membership income program, they get to try to direct those people that are spending money in their town to their businesses instead of everybody else that sells what they're selling, their competition. And the way I do that is I offer the coupons to an exclusive category of business in each zip code and carrier route in each town, in each state. And they're only the ones that have America Again trend coupons. And when the customer uses the America Again trend coupon, they also qualify for weekly cash awards. Now, here's the thing. You got to really study this and get it in your thinking because think about think about 10,000 independent pizza stores in the United States, okay? And each one of them put in join my member. Now this is just pizza stores, okay? Now, each one of those 10,000 pizza stores in the United States joined my Boomerang membership program. Now, it costs them $32 a year and $9 a week. Now, any pizza store can afford that. Now, here's what they get for that. They get a website, they get the exclusive availability to their customers in their town for America Again trend coupons, and the 10,000 pizza stores, independent operators now, not franchises, no national companies or regional operations. This is all independent local pizza stores, okay? They get to throw their $9 a week together with all the 10,000 pizza stores. Well, you take $9 a week times 10,000. Now, just a minute. My math never was any good, but let me get my calculator out here. And I just want to see what that amounts to. 10,000 times, where's the time button at on here? Times $9 a week. Now, you see, that's $90,000 a week. That those customers in those 10,000 cities that are buying their pizza from that America Again trend pizza store in their town automatically qualify for a slice of that $90,000 a week. And it's not just one week, but it's every week. Think about it. Now, it's going to take a little while, I think, for this to sink in. I'm working my brain day and night trying to figure out how to get the word out on this. Maybe you can help me. Tell your friends, because this is fantastic. I mean, now just forget about the pizza stores for a minute. Let's take independent uh, 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 beauty shops, okay? Let's take 10,000 independent, or heck, let's take 100,000 independent beauty shops and take $9 a week now. Oh, how much is that? Let's see here. We gotta get this going again. We'll figure that out. So we got 10. Let's take 100,000 um, beauty shops times $9 a week. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. What? Oh, is that 9? Yeah, $900,000 a week. Weekly cash awards every week. The beauty shops who are members now. I don't know how many beauty stores there are in the United States, but You take you take 10,000. There's a lot more than 10,000. I know that. So, but just 10,000. So that means whatever cities are involved with that pizza side or the beauty shop side, there's only one pizza store in that town that's involved in America Again Trend and weekly cash awards. Now, you got to think this through because in the town, it's the pizza stores and they use the American Trend coupon. Now, that pizza operator can decide on what he wants to offer in a way of, to get people to come to him. But so he's got his individual independent decision on what he uses his American Again Trend coupons, the kind of offer he gives. But then his weekly cash awards that he's involved in with all the other pizza stores that say they're what we had 10,000 of them. So that 90,000 a week, now there could just as easy be 50,000 or 100,000 independent pizza stores too. Be more cities, see? But you got to understand, and when you get into the bigger cities, where just, it doesn't make sense just to have one pizza store. You have one pizza store that's involved in my American Again Trend coupons in a zip code. See that in a big city, that might be 50,000 people in a zip code, but they're the only one there in that city that offering the American Again Trend. Now, see, none of these franchise stores, they can't do that. They can't offer that coupon because it's branded and it's a trademarked and it's only available at that Boomerang membership income dealer in that town. See, and but with the weekly cash awards in my plan, we throw all that 100,000 or 9,000 stores or 10,000, whatever it is, into one pile, and then that is the weekly cash award that is randomly selected from customers that have signed up for weekly cash awards. And there is a now people are going to automatically start because when you start thinking of the categories of business that are in the business directory, telephone directory, the different categories. There's I don't know how many there are, but the book's pretty thick. So there's a category just about every page. There's a different category. So whatever category of business is small business, independent. Now, no franchises, no national companies, no regional companies, but whatever it is, they've got their own little category of businesses that group together nationally and offer weekly cash awards. And it only costs them $9 a week, see. Now, with the internet and with the way that information travels today, uh, it's one of them things that if hey, you're going to be spending money anyway, right? No matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what you do, you're going to be spending some money. You're buying something. So as long as you're buying it, wouldn't it make sense then to use America Again Trend coupons, especially uh, if, most people have to watch their pennies today. It's a unfortunate thing, but that's the way it is. No matter who you are, just about, you got to really watch your pennies today. And but uh, the word gets out on this, and that is going to be a program that can help but small business owners in these towns, no matter what kind of business they're in. And I don't want this video is way longer than it should be right now. But see, you have to understand that you have a database, and each one of these groups of businesses, they're all lined out by city, by zip code, and that tells you what city they're in, and that tells you how many customers are signed up. And this is all done on the internet. And so if you're a customer, whenever you start looking at the amount of cash awards that are going to be available every week in that town, in that zip code, it depends on how many businesses are signed up in that category in that town. And that tells you the amount of cash that's available. And then from your sign up list, there's a random selection company that's on the internet that does the third party random selection of those names. So every week, their names from that customer list for that kind of business that are signed up in that city, uh, or randomly selected for the weekly cash awards. And the amount of the weekly cash awards depends on how many businesses are signed up in there. So, and about half of the money of that $9 a week. Now, I was talking about nine before. I was talking about all of it, but you have to understand there's the website cost, there's a cost of membership acquisition, there's a cost to have a lawyer to vet everything because you're talking about small businesses and customers interacting together. So the lawyer has to vet everything and make sure that everybody's covered as far as any problems legally, and make sure that everything's copacetic. But as far as verifying for the businesses, see, the nice thing about my program with the Boomerang membership program is the small businesses, uh, the $9 a week they put in and the $32, that's all used to promote their businesses. And about half of it for the local businesses that are members, but the other half is for the weekly cash awards, see? And that's all handled by a CPA that's contracted to do financial audits on all the money. Because my program says it's a written Boomerang membership agreement that all the money that small businesses put in is used to promote their businesses. And so the CPA then runs an audit on all the money that comes in. And the money's all handled through PayPal, a very highly respected internet money uh, exchange program that's on the internet. It's highly respected. And there's all the data there about the transactions that the CPA can get a hold of, and run that financial audit and then publish it online so that everybody gets to see that a state licensed CPA has went on the line here and said this thing zeroes out every month, and that's the idea. See, all the money gets spent to promote the businesses. Now you can imagine with me that if you're the only pizza store in town that's giving away American, again, trend coupon offers, and every time your customer uses that, that qualifies your customers for the overall national weekly cash award program. Well, that's something that no other pizza store anywhere in the country is going to have except our members. So that's going to be pretty exciting for them, and give them a chance to be playing on a level playing field with all these big franchise companies that sell pizza or whatever else they're selling, and all the national companies. It'll give them a chance to be known and to be seen and to be heard with a lot louder voice and a lot louder competition uh, uh, tool to use to help them. So, as I say, I didn't mean to go on and on here, but there's just so much information you have to get out, and but think this through. Now, my website that explains all this is the Donald Plan. That's the Donald Plan.com. And then, of course, you can go to YouTube and see the movies, and That is YouTube/HIPAAcash.com. HIPADOTCOM. And then, of course, at my Facebook page, Wilbert T. Sass. And so altogether, maybe this, and tell your friends, hey, is kind of a known fact for people in sales and kind of work with numbers and stuff, because sales is all about numbers, isn't it? So, but everybody that is somebody has got like their family. It's got like their husband and wife. They got brothers and sisters. They got extended family, uncles and aunts and cousins. And then they got friends. And then they got business associates and business people they work with. And so I kind of estimate that if you got one person that knows about this, he might have, let's say, 24 or 36 people that he knows in his family and the other categories I mentioned. If he thinks this idea or she thinks this idea is good, and each one of them tells 25 or 36 or 50 people, because the more people there are, see, the bigger that weekly cash benefit can be, because the more people that want them coupons, the more small businesses are going to sign up, and then more of them they're going to be each one paying that $9 every week. And so you can see why it's to your best interest and benefit to tell everybody you know about weekly cash benefits and get on that website, the Donald Plan, to get all the details. And there's a website there, weeklycashbenefits.com too. See, so just about any way you come at it, you're going to get the information. It's all out there on the internet. So thanks for taking your time to listen. I really do appreciate it. So see you again. I hope to meet some of you sometime when I'm out there promoting weekly cash benefits.